All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with Fnatic Emphasize Rain going up against Team Liquid's Haypro. Of course, I'm joined alongside by my good old friend, the Gun Run.
What's going on, folks? And yes, we're heading into game number 1. Our first map will be Antiga Shipyard. And yeah, Fnatic Emphasize Rain, Liquid to Haypro. Very much love this matchup, man. Zerg versus Terran, one of my favorites.
Yes.
It feels like the real matchup, you know? Like, Protoss, they just try to butt in there. Like, I think that's how it worked narratively, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Well,
whatever.
I don't know if I can say that anymore because I am.
Yeah, we don't play single player, right?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah.
I actually did beat the StarCraft 2 single player.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I still have not finished it.
Oh, you haven't?
It's terrible.
I
I'm on the
wonder
last
if I-
mission and I cannot beat it without using the energy Nova thing.
Oh, okay.
All I want to do is beat the whole thing without using the energy thing.
Oh, man, we should have warned him about spoilers. Shoot. Oh, well.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you haven't beaten the game by now, oh well.
Yeah, turn off real quick. and
Yeah,
tune
go back in time
30
and tell
seconds.
yourself to not listen to that
But
part.
yeah, I cannot use. I just want to beat it on brutal mode, not using the energy thing. I can beat it, of course, using the energy thing, but it's not as fun.
Try the day 9 method, just beat the entire campaign with nothing but Medic Marine.
Oh, it's the best.
Kinda
Why
wanna
would
try
you,
that.
dude? Medic Marine is ridiculous. Do you know how good Medic Marine is in that?
A little bit. I know you're a Brood War player, so I guess that was your thing, right?
No, but like medics, they have this thing where if you buy them, they get double healing rate.
Oh. It's like one of those
So
upgrade
medics are
paths?
like
Huh.
so much better than medevacs. On top of that, like the Marines, they start out with all the necessary upgrades that you need. All you have to do is get like +1 attack, and you're
Man,
golden.
could you
man.
imagine if Fnatic Rain had access to to medics right now? Man?
Oh my God.
Dude, this probably wouldn't be starting off like this, right? Whatever. Let's get back into the game. So on the bottom right, we have Fnatic Rain as our green Terran.
And in the top left-hand corner, we have as our red Zerg Liquid Haypro. One thing to mention
go.
real quickly, Rain started out with the gas first, so we are going to see a very fast factory coming out from him.
Oh, good point there. You have Fnatic Rain, one of the newcomers in the scene. Right now resides in New York. Yep, coming out with a bang after doing so well at Anaheim.
Yep, and at Raleigh, he's been performing really, really well. Can't wait to see how he goes against now Liquid Haypro. He's been, kind of in and out. I feel like he has some brilliant matches, and sometimes it's like, Haypro, what's going on here? I, for one, think he's a fantastic player. I followed him ever since the Brood War days. That's where he comes from originally, and I have to tell you, he is such a good player in Brood War. I think he's just, slumping a little bit right now. But all it takes is a little bit of time. Haypro is going to be in tip-top shape.
Regardless, I love watching Haypro. Ever since I went to Dallas and checked him out over there, just love his style of play. Always just doing those like really cool high-tech builds. And yeah, just overall, every time I've been watching Haypro, it's always been a blast.
Oh,
so
yeah,
regardless, we'll see a great game out of these two, hopefully.
Now, I do see the reactor went down, and Haypro was able to get in here and scout out. The big thing that he should notice is that, one, there's no Marine, and the second one is there's only one gas. If I were Haypro right now, I'd just use this, go ahead, take that one Vespene Geyser, and what that'll do is force your opponent to only fast expand, which isn't bad for Rain at all. By any means is it bad, but it just cuts the amount of different options that it can. Oh, and look at
great
this.
job there. Liquid Haypro pulling that drone right underneath, denying him his ability to swap it out properly and destroying a bit of timing. There he goes. He does actually land it. Good job there by that dead drone. Regardless, though, that drone is going to die. It's being completely sealed off. But at least he'll get a bit more scouting done.
I would still love him to go ahead and take that extractor. Please
Oh,
go
yeah,
take the
you're right.
extractor.
You can still
Go take
steal
the
it.
extractor.
He's got. Oh, man. Oh, well, that would have been great. A little automaton right there, just hanging out.
And look at that. Rain is just going to take the refinery, making sure, realizing that, hey, that is just such a powerful scouting utensil. If he's able to take that extractor, it just gives him so much ability to do so many different things. He cancels it, goes ahead and makes that very command center. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that command center being popped down again pretty soon, but no, he's going to go for a factory. So we might be seeing mech coming out from Rain.
Wow, pretty cool. Love seeing Terran mech come out here. Against Zerg? Yeah, it'll be very interesting. So we do have that second command center on its way up right now. Really loved how he did deny that refinery. And yes, we have 2 Hellions coming up right now. There's a Spine Crawler, not complete in time though. And yeah, this one Queen at the top will have to deal with it. Oh, he's kind of entrapped him right there. Great placement of that spawning pool. These guys will be lit up a bit. Oh man, just lost 3 Zerglings in that bit of a skirmish there. Oh, almost taking out that one Hellion too. These 2 Hells still will maintain life a little longer. It's gonna get. Yeah, they're gonna get stuck again.
Oh man, this is bad. Now the Hellions are definitely dead. There's no way they can get out of here. They will perish. Let's go ahead and look. 3 workers killed total in that engagement. So kind of an even trade, 150 minerals of drones, 200 minerals of those Hellions. But of course, the drones actually make up a lot more just because they can produce minerals. Of course, Hellions cannot. But look at this. We see a very early double factory, and it's a double reactor too.
Whoa, so yeah, this is going to be a ton of Hellions. Felt Liquid Haypro did a pretty good job there. Just holding him off, forcing him into that dead end with the spawning pool. Great positioning there. But yeah, this will be quite interesting to see how it works out. We do see a couple links that freaking seed continuously at the zone like a watchtower, so it will maintain vision there. And also, we're about to see metabolic boost complete too, so those links will be able to be a bit more agile.
Big thing I'm really worried for is what is Haypro going to do against these eventual Hellions, because the Hellions are just going to run directly past this one spine crawler, and there's nothing back here. There's absolutely nothing. It's just a couple of Zerglings. The Zerglings get burned up very fast.
Boy. Yeah.
And he has no indication that this is coming.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty harsh once he does get up that ramp.
Oh, no. Here we go. And this could be really, 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 really bad.
He slides right on through. There are 3 queens, but not positioned enough to really hold him off anywhere. He does spot the bailing nest as well, and these drones are in some big trouble.
Queens are bearing down on these Hellions. It looks like he's going to trap them in the top left-hand corner, but there's just not enough units around here. The Hellions are being cleaned up kind of nice, though. Now finally flanking, and oh no, is he going into a good position? Actually, all these are swing in here. Hellions are going to be destroyed.
Fantastic job there by Haypro. Bringing in all 3 of those queens, forcing him behind that mineral line, and using the correct composition there just to just keep him in at bay. Very good job there. Wow.
Unfortunately, the advantage is still in Rain's favor. He has the higher income. Income tap is showing. You can see, oh, nope. Actually, as soon as those just went back to mining, excuse me, I guess it was all bad. 34 to 35 harvesters, but that extra expansion is doing very, very well. But now, finally, Rain's going to take his own. The big thing where Haypro needs to get back into this is going to be with the Spire Tech. He needs to just explode with his damage that he does here. He needs to keep his opponent inside his base and really force his opponent to do a hard defense, get so many turrets to the point where he's super inefficient, and then Haypro can get back into this.
Absolutely, and it looks like looking at the Rain vision, he did spot that Spire coming up as well during that interaction, so he will be aware that there could be some air units inbound at some point. Rain does still have those Hellions there at the bottom of the ramp. You do see plenty of creep spread coming out too, very well. And also seeing +1 upgrades for melee attacks, so these Zerglings will be able to do a bit more.
Very critically, though, he doesn't have the engineering bay. There it finally goes. He is supply capped a little bit, but that will be alleviated very, very soon, as soon as this depot comes up momentarily. One thing I do want to mention, though, that even if he'll have turrets up, it still does the necessary amount of damage. The Muta is out. It still does the necessary amount of damage in keeping his opponent in his base for a long, long time. And in that time, Haypro can probably get a 3rd up, and I think he'll be roaring in his macro. He'll be able to just boom with his economy and overwhelm his opponent. He's looking really, really good this game around.
Yep, and here comes our first set of mutas, about 6 of them on their way direct to the bottom right. Also looking at a bit of our upgrades, we're seeing +1 to flyer attacks as well as centrifugal hooks, so we'll have that speed on those banelings as well as some extra deadly mutalisks later down the line. We're curious to see how he's going to angle this in. Does he have much vision of the base and knows exactly where he wants to go into? Oh, he'll actually snipe out this missile turret as it's being created. Great job there.
Yep, he's going to get the SCVs to start out with things. Just be a little bit annoying. I do like Rain's position on all of his turrets. You can see he's just making a huge turret ring around his entire base. It looks like that one turret will finish, and you do not want to engage against turrets. Those things in StarCraft 2 are so powerful.
Yeah, they want to go mono-a-mono with those mutas anyway. Still going to fall back, though, as more mutas are being created, and yeah, the +1 fire attack will assist heavily later on. Also seeing a macro hatchery being built down here, too, and as well as the 3rd base going off at the 9 o'clock location. So we'll be able to deal with that pretty well. Also, I love how he's also dropping creep at the natural 3rd expansion base for our Terran player Rain. So yeah, we'll delay him a little bit. Be a bit annoying.
But we know there's no command center coming up anytime soon. This is going to be a very, very strong timing that's coming out from Rain. The centrifugal hooks is upgraded. I do believe an additional mutas coming out. So I just think that the initial damage done by those Hellions wasn't enough, and he's just trying to come up with a continuation push. But I think Haypro, he's looking really strong with his creep spread as well. It's looking so, so scary. I think Haypro, as long as he knows this is coming, which I'm not sure he does, he will be able to defend this pretty accurately.
Yep, so far all those units are in the black right now for Haypro. He might have just spotted them with those mutas. Another set of mutas coming on by. He knows something's coming towards his base now.
There it is.
But he cannot engage. There are far too many Marines in this composition of Rain. And Rain continues to move on in. Scan goes down and will be able to obliterate a ton of these creep tumors, but it also reveals that there are many banelings being morphed up the ramp. So we'll have us, we'll just hold back there with that push.
Yeah,
and just hang out by his own like a watchtower.
Rain's going to have to stop. He doesn't have siege mode yet or combat shield, so this is a very precarious situation for him. He's just milling around trying to do as much indirect damage as possible. But
oh man, these mutas are in a good position. We'll be able to snipe out a siege tank and we'll just fall back there. Good job. Yep. There's so many mutas in that ball right now.
I know. The mutas, I mean, they are so powerful when they get to this number. He's currently at 15. 3 more on the way. So
oh man.
18.
Oh.
Not worth the 1 Marine.
Gotta be very careful about that. Yeah, that was a poor angle to engage that 1 Marine at. Oh man. Oh, but yes, looks like we have a drop coming up here at the 3rd base, denying destructible debris' ability to just hold him back. And yeah, we'll be able to take out these meteorting drones. Here come the rest of the muta zone. We'll be able to force the rest back and take out that medevac at the very least. But it looks like the rest of the army down here on the ground will be able to finish off the destructible debris. May continue up forward.
Yeah, for now, all Haypro has to do is buy a little bit of time. And look at this. He's going to snipe the 1 siege tank. Nice snipe off. Every single siege tank he takes out just gives more and more ability for these banelings.
Oh my god, the banelings here.
And they're going to crash upon all these units.
Oh god, it was so close.
Oh my gosh, are not able to collapse onto any of these Marines. The Marines are just going to back and kite all these units.
He's forced them to split up as well. He's able to do so much with the mutas now. And yes, he cleans them up with the remainder mutas. And we'll continue pushing out here. Let's see how this counter will work.
The best part about it is that he retained most of his mutas. He has 19 mutas out in the field. That means replenishing is only Zerglings and Banelings. The most important resource in replenishing that is going to be a larva. Larva is the hardest thing to come by in all of that. And of course, he has four injected hatcheries that are able to pump out as many Zerglings and Banelings as possible.
Yeah, Haypro has just an absurd amount of macro ability right now. And it looks like it wasn't even, didn't even go for a counter at all there. Didn't really need to either. Oh, he's going to go for all these Marines. Very nice.
Oh, man, he needs to back up right now because the reinforcement Marines are coming in here. And there should be a continuation with this. Zergling and Banelings aren't really produced yet. Now here's going to be the big,
so close.
Big pump.
Oh, man. Just totally blocked those turrets from completely deploying. Very nice there. It's got to be very annoying, too, to be Liquid, to be Fnatic Rain at this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. He will have to play defensive for quite a long time, but this is the time when Haypro can really start to accelerate his economy forward. Looks like he's pushing in right here with Banelings. He doesn't want to go all the way because that 1 siege tank does help him out quite a bit.
Yeah, without that 1 siege tank, it could have been a whole lot of mess. But anyway, those mutas were out of position. So looking at the upgrades coming up right now, we're going to be seeing Zerg Flyer Tanks level 2 come up, as well as Burrow. And with that could lead some really nice burrowed Banelings out here.
Yeah, the big problem right now is that the armor is just halfway finished, and the muta count is really so huge. So by the time the first Thor pops out, 25 mutas will be bearing down on it, and there will never be the capacity to gain that momentum with Thors and gain that space.
And here comes Haypro coming into the main right now with a bunch of mutas. We'll target attack each of the missile turrets, and looks like Fnatic Rain is stimming some Marines back into the base. Let's proceed to take out the rest. And we can take out that engineering bay. That'd be very nice too. We're very close to completing that that armor upgrade. Excuse me. But yeah, was denied completely.
Yep, and look at that. Rain actually brought a couple of units out here on the far top to try to cut off those mutas, but he said, no thanks, I guess I won't do that. For now, Haypro is just going to get a ton of Zerglings and Banelings, and we might see him crash upon his opponent's third. The big problem is these mutas force, look at how many Marines are over here, and I can even say these Marines are not over here. So there can be a huge crash with Zerglings and Banelings that just do immense damage. We'll see if Haypro actually utilizes that movement or not. He's sitting at 4 base right now.
It's really nice with those mutas too. You're really able to like gauge your positioning of those Marines as well. Trying to be able to pull them back, possibly bait them into some Baneling bombs. They're always spectacular too. But Fnatic Rain is aware that Banelings are out on the map and they do have speed as well. So he can't pretty much anticipate that too. So we're probably going to see some scans if he does decide to go aggressive yet again.
Yeah, for now he's just camped out in the bottom left-hand corner. There is another expansion that has been taken. Rain for now has to play super defensive. And look at that, he just going in there,
Oh, he's gonna
checking.
try to surround.
He's making sure Marines are there. That's what he's doing. He's making sure Marines are there, and then he's going to go forward after that. It looks like Banelings are finally starting to mobilize, and we might see a huge attack coming up pretty soon.
Oh man, that's a lot of potential energy right there. Swing Bailey's just rolling on by. But yeah, looking at the upgrades yet again, looking at Terran, we have weapons level 2 coming up. Ground armor, Terran infantry armor, excuse me, level 1, and vehicle weapons at level 1 coming up too. So yeah, is once again working on that armor upgrade, and also seeing a hive tech being researched too. Oh boy, good job there by Rain, only pushing a couple guys up front. He knows exactly what's up there too, so we'll be a bit more weary about positioning himself.
Haypro is just going to chill around here. He's building up quite a big bank, 1,400 gas. That's the one thing to look for, because that gives you the capacity to make those broodlords, which can be so important later on in the stages. Now that he has hive tech, he's going to get a greater spire. There's the adrenal glands. There's the greater spire that I was talking about. This is very, very successful for Haypro. Haypro can just chill out, crash upon his units, trade very nicely, and then switch over to hopefully just mass broodlords. I don't think going broodlord infestor would be that good in this case, just because you know, spreading out your gas that much doesn't really make you that strong.
Haypro mobilizing a little bit, checking out the waters. Does spawn a bunch of siege tanks and will fall back. Haypro though looking really nice, loving all these bases so far. More than 5 bases queued up right now to his number 5, and yeah, the base on the bottom left being taken over as well. Oh, he's moving in actually. Not too much, not too much.
Yep, he's just going to keep going back and forth. He wants to deny this gold expansion from ever going up. And Rain is doing a fantastic job making sure he stays in this, not overstepping his boundaries. We do see that there are 2 Baneling bombs over here in the middle of the map. They're just ready and willing to shell out damage upon anything that goes over there. It looks like he might try to take center control. I'm not sure completely.
Yeah, positioning is a bit weird with those Banelings. Oh, he accidentally ignited them.
I think actually that turret was in range to see them, so he was able to snipe that with the 1 siege tank. Nevertheless, it looks like these Zerglings, Banelings, and Mutas, where are they going to be going to? This is really tough, but 6 Broodlords are on the way, and that could be a huge amount of damage being done. Actually, Infestor's already made, excuse me.
Interesting, yeah.
They were made a while ago, too. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, Rain's doing a really good job, though, of maintaining this gold expansion base and really just fortifying it to the, like, no end. Just getting those siege tanks up there, making sure he gets those missile turrets placed precariously as well. And if he keeps on turreting up, that could just be his solution, just dealing with Banelings and furthermore. Look at Haypro, though, he's planted a ton of spine crawlers. Very interesting. Don't see that too often. Oh, here comes those infestors, though, from the top. Oh, he misses with with that fungal.
Yep, the Broodlords are out. This is going to catch someone off guard completely. 2 Vikings being made right now. There are Thors out in the field, but they don't do a great job against Broodlords. What the Broodlords will do is reaffirm that center control. Looks like these Marines are going to try to sprint up here. Now the huge attack's coming in right now. No, it's not.
Yeah, he was going to push in again, but oh man, he's lost so many infestors just then. There are so many siege tanks there right by the Zelnaga watchtower. And now he's proceeding to move in, but all the Banelings have been taken out immediately. We do see a couple of fungals going down, but still not enough though. Wow.
Wow, and Rain is doing some miracle work right now, getting back into this game, taking complete center control, has the gold expansion. That's the big thing. He's going to be able to produce very, very fast off of this. He still needs to go a little bit further. Haypro is in a great position with all that bank up right now, getting a lot of Zerglings, a lot of Broodlords right now. Income tap is showing only 64 Harvesters to 59, and that does help out. If he can approach those max armies pretty fast, then it's going to be devastating.
12 o'clock is now in jeopardy as we see Fnatic Rain move up with all these Marines. We have +2 to attack, only 1 to defense here, and the Marines will be annihilated here by the Zerglings, and that continue to flood on in. Damage done, not too much, but he's in still a very hard position. He's going to keep on moving it down in here. Yeah, and yes, he does get some nice rounds. Oh, I love when the Thors spin around like that.
Vikings. He's killing the Vikings. That's the big thing. He can kill all those Vikings. That would be so advantageous, but no, he's not going to be able to. It looks like all the Mutas are going to be caught way out and will be killed, along with all those Zerglings that just ran down to the bottom over there. Rain doing just such a good job. Units lost tab showing a lot more lost for Haypro than for Rain. I mean, how is he doing this?
Yeah, he really funneled them down into like that, just more and more units later on. But Haypro, though, does have a ton of Broodlords up here and has a couple Corruptors to get into the mix. He does have Infestors as well, so he will be able to throw down Infested Terrans if need be with those Vikings in position.
Man, Haypro has 2 banelings burrowed on the right-hand side, just waiting to do something. Same thing
There was an 8
over
Marine
here.
drop, though, just sniped out by Corruptors up at the 12 o'clock location. Oh, but yeah, another scan coming down. Looks like Rain really wants to try to push hard right now, but he does spot too many Broodlords. Will decide to fall back.
Yep, now Haypro is kind of weirdly just sitting with a lot of bank, and he hasn't maxed yet. I'm not sure why he's not getting more Corruptors or something to supplement these Broodlords. But for now, he's just chilling out. It looks like, oh,
Gotta be
Infestor gonna get
careful,
sniped.
yeah. Don't need to lose Infestors like this. Oh man, there's a ton of Vikings here.
And oh no, the Marines are going to get in here and kill all the anti-air. The Corruptors are all going to go down. And does that leave?
Oh my god.
I think the Broodlords are completely barren. They can't do anything.
What is he doing right now? Yes, there's no. He's hoping that these Infestors will be able to take them out. They've been able to take out a nice number of them.
Oh
But yeah, these Broodlords are just being taken out so fast, though.
Yeah, this is terrible position. These Broodlords are so expensive, and the Vikings are just getting free kills on all these. I don't know what he's doing, but here we go. Counterattack going on with these Zerglings. They're going to be moving over into this one natural, or excuse me, the second natural and the natural.
Wow.
Moving all over the place, really splitting up his opponent. Look at that, a huge collapse backwards. There's not a lot of Marines actually in this army, but here we go. The Zerglings are able to get a good surround on that one bunker, take it down, take out a lot of the Marines. Now finally blow down that wall, and they're going to get into the main and do a ton of damage here.
Yeah, but the Zerglings are in the main. Kind of wish he did keep them together, though. Might be able to take out that Thorn and those siege tanks up ahead. He had to really contend a ton with just that bunker. He had to push right through and get into the main. There were no one mining there either, so he's forced to just do as much damage as possible by going after these supply depots, the smaller structures.
Look at this, and now in a continuation, keeping up the pressure. Haypro is going to attack this third. Again, income tab showing 35 harvesters to 773, but of course, because of, look at this, 1 gold expansion, it is going like crazy. There's a ton of mules on it, 5 total mules, putting his overall income over his opponent. Looking really cool.
Yeah, on a 6 rich mineral field. Oh, man.
Oh no, here's the 2 banelings. Are they going to splatter?
Ooh.
They didn't do nearly as much damage as thought.
Gets some, and he continues to scan, make sure that there's none up ahead.
No fancy pants.
Yeah, no uber kills here.
Unless these infestors are running for their life. He's underground. Is he going to get killed? No, he's not.
Nice burrow. Very close, though. 3 HP
He could
remaining.
transfused as well. Here we go. This is going to be like one of his last-ditch efforts. And I think there is plenty of units over here to defend everything. Now finally the Broodlord's going to get over here. And look at how
Nice
fast
job.
that Thor goes down.
Yeah.
But the Vikings over here, they're the ones that you have to be careful of.
Yeah,
now
they are
finally
just, like,
pushing in.
Superior with numbers right now, just sniping one after the other. Oh, he loses the Thor, too.
Oh, look at that
Great
fungal growth.
fungal.
Oh my
Yes.
god. He's going to be able to chain fungal growth down all of these Vikings. The Vikings are going to perish.
That's just brilliant.
Boom.
So many going down all at once. There are a bunch of Marines, though, on the right side. Could try to move up into the 12 o'clock yet again. But really, there's some banelings in that mix. And always fungal growth as well. They're really close together. And Rain needs to realize that. He's got the part. Oh,
Wow.
man. Ouch, Rain. Ouch.
Ouch, indeed, losing everything. And those are the gas-intensive units that he really needs to take and keep. We can see that this third still hasn't started mining. This gas isn't mining at all. And, of course, this main gas isn't mining. So, really, Rain is going to be really stressed for gas. We can see a double drop coming in the 9 o'clock position, lower 9 o'clock position. And it does look like this will be cleaned up. No units anywhere near this area. Finally, Infestors and Zerglings coming up here. There is another expansion, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Haypro is just like a freaking bug. He's swarming all over the place.
Yeah, by the time he even gets there with all those ground units, they just lift up Brack in the air. None of those Zerglings will be able to do anything. But, oh, we have 2 Infestors. Fungals should be coming out. There he goes. Needs to redeploy, though. Because of how slowly they come out of the medevac, not all of them were hit and targeted. Good job, though.
Now the Zerglings are going to clean up everything. These tanks are caught way out. Looks like some damaged Marines are going to come up here, kill the Infestor, and just move back. The Corruptor is going to hang out here for their untimely death. But there are Ultras. Here's an Ultra Switch, and I think Ultra Switches are so great, especially in this position where Rain is pretty much Marine heavy, and Marines they just tickle. Just tickle.
Yes, it looks like Rain is completely mined out his gold expansion very fast, might I add. There's a planetary fortress right now, so we'll be able to add to it as a bit of map controls. It'll be difficult to break through there. Also looks like he's getting ready for another 8 Marine drop. He'll be heading directly north. Already anticipating a base existing on the top right, too. I probably wouldn't be surprised either, but yeah, nothing up there just yet. Looking at the upgrade counts, Marines are at +3 right now to Gauss rifle, and our infantry armor is at 2.
Yep, same upgrades for those ground armies of Haypro. Haypro looks like to be attacking yet again.
Nice.
Looks like, well, I don't know
On the top
exactly
right, that
what
8
it's at.
Marine drop will be taken out quite fast, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
They're so ready for those guys to get out of there.
He's just trying to do something right now, but Vikings are going to save the day. They're going to come
Oh.
in here, and there's no Infestor out here to catch all these. But still, Haypro, I don't know what he's doing. He could just go in and be very, very bold with this, but he's choosing not to. He's choosing to play super, super conservative and just keep his economic lead. Don't let his opponent get back into this from some silly micro mistake. But, you know, there's a time where you have to just trust your micro and trust the game to just play out the way it's supposed to be played out. Zerglings and Banelings are just being massed all over the place, and there's finally the last little bit to get him maxed.
Bit of another push here with Marines at 12 o'clock. Does take out the Queen. A few more units. Looks like there was an Infestor that was throwing out infested Terrans, but that will be cleaned up immediately. Really unable to take down that 12 o'clock at all here from Rain. But still doing a very good job, though, just keeping these units and continuing the just harassment overall. Pretty excited to see when these ultras come into play, though. So many coming up, and we're about to see ground care pace level 3 complete, too.
Here we go, Infestor out here. Nice fungal growth goes off. Looks like he's going to put them most in the red. There's another fungal, and we might see the big attack coming in right now. Banelings and Zerglings coming in from the top, but it looks like it's going to be too much. He needs to back the heck up. Meanwhile, those units over there are just massing and massing and massing up, but Haypro is still not utilizing them. I'd love him to do that pretty soon.
Looks like Rain's eyeing the other gold at the northern part of the middle. Very interesting. He'll have to clear out those creep tumors if he really wants to go and deploy here. Might be something feasible. Or
Well,
maybe he'll go and take the...
If he can control that, he literally controls half the map. And he can always keep defending and just take the right-hand side. So definitely something needs to happen if Haypro wants to, you know, keep this up. I mean, I don't know why he's not just pushing in right now. He has a ton of units, and he's fully maxed. He's just waiting for another Ultra and 2 more Infestors. Chitinous plating is just about to finish. 10 more seconds, and we'll be good. Or, excuse me, level 3 armor. That's
I still love me
absolutely
my
incredible.
chitinous plating, though.
Yeah, I know.
There should be more excuses to just say that word. But I'm loving what Haypro's up to right now, though. Having that base on the bottom right. Oh, he's beginning to mobilize. Look at that mini-map. Ooh, so nice. All right, it's going to go right into the siege tanks here, it looks like. Needs to get those ultras out in the front. Oh, but they clean up so well. And Fnatic Rain just dropped the GG.
And that is going to do it for Rain game number 1. I mean, let's be honest, Haypro played that perfectly. I couldn't believe that Hellion defense. The Hellion defense, and after that, what I really like about it, what was Haypro's response? It wasn't to kill his opponent, it was just get an advantage. And
Yeah.
after that, what did he do? He got an advantage.
And just kept on getting more
Kept
advantages.
getting more advantages,
It's really
yes.
cool. So after those mutas came down there, he decided not to go and engage immediately afterwards after those Hellions came in. And just stayed in base, maintained a little bit of harassment here and there, just a little bit though.
Yeah.
And just kept on expanding and maintaining those expansions so
Absolutely.
well.
And on top of that, he was at 7 bases. When's the last time you saw a Zerg at 7 base?
Yeah. Ray
Holy
knew
crap.
it was over once he found those other ones, man.
Yeah,
It's
I
so,
would
so bad.
assume so. But you know what? Nevertheless, Rain also looked really good. That's exactly the way you can come back. That's a style that we've seen a lot, where it's not a lot of times you see very loud moves and it's trying to like drop and get back into the game by killing a lot of your drones, whatever it might be. But Rain just said, okay, I'm going to play a little bit more defensive, slowly push. He got advantages here and there. He almost actually looked like he was in a great position to win that, but of course those Zerglings snuck around and were just too meddlesome.
Too meddlesome. Yeah, those meddling Zerglings.
I know.
Yeah. But
Falling after Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, man. Well,
Where are you?
they do split up all the time. Okay, so
Yeah, baby.
yeah, next game is coming up, folks.
Stay
See you
tuned.
there.